I am a lonely head louse, as lonely as can be.
Don't cry, louse, I'll keep you company.
Hey, fellow lice, can these eggs be a crowd?
All together, lice, our itch makes us proud.
But it doesn't make us proud, it just makes us miserable.
All right, now head lice are just bugs. Their scientific name is pediculosis cathetus. They can infest the scalp, which is the skin, which you can see mine, at the base of your hair, where mine should be. They don't care how much money you make, or what kind of house you live in, or how clean you are even. They will infect anybody. And they're parasites, which means they'll feed off of human blood. So don't worry, your puppy can't get them. And head lice live in human hair. So girls like Cathy tend to get them more.
And boys like Kyle don't. African American children have oval-shaped shafts at the end of their hair, so head lice can't grab onto them as much. So African American children don't get head lice as much either. The life cycle of a louse begins with an egg. You can see it here on the edges of the bottoms of the hair shaft. And it's whitish yellow, and it attaches firmly to that hair shaft at the close to the scalp. After 7 to 10 days, the nit or the egg hatches and becomes what's known as a nymph. And a nymph or a young louse is usually matures into a regular adult lice in about 2 weeks. An egg, if this is an inch, an egg, you can fit about 25 eggs lined up in that inch. A nymph, you can fit about 13, 14, and a louse, an adult louse, you can fit about 12 lined up in that inch. So they're very small. And mature lice don't tend to grow more than 2 millimeters, and female lice are larger than males.
Yeah, and the adult louse can live up to 48 hours off of the host or the person that it's on, and the female can live on average up to a month. And the female can lay about 6 eggs a day, and they usually do this at night, at the bottom of your hair, really, really, really close to your skin, because they need the warmth to stay alive. And the nits, or the eggs, will hatch in about a week to 10 days. And itching is usually the only symptom that presents from this. Well, Cathy, that's an awesome hat and scarf. Can I borrow them?
Sure, Kyle, you're my best friend. Here you go.
Uh-oh. Cathy just gave her best friend lice.
Yuck!
Now, head lice can, how many of you guys can snap your fingers? Can you guys snap? Everybody on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's how fast you can get head lice. You see, lice don't jump or do anything fancy or fly. All they do is they crawl really, really fast. And just like that, from anything from direct hair contact, from you brushing your hair to the side and it touching her hair, which is called direct contact, that can give you head lice, or indirect contact from things like this, a hat or a scarf, just like that. You can give your friend head lice.
So you prevent head lice by not sharing combs or brushes or hats or scarves, or if you're at home bedding, summer parties can be a problem, so be careful there. And all of those things can let the head lice get infected to the other person. In this case, being selfish helps. So parents, this is one case where you need to teach your children to be selfish. Teach them not to share articles of clothing, and not to borrow someone else's comb or brush or even a head barrette. So if you get head lice, what's
we're going to show you just how small these head lice are, okay? You'll have to just pass these around, and whenever you're finished, just put them at the end there. This is a head lice here in this little frame. Don't worry, it's dead. You don't have to worry about catching it, all right?
It's also under glass.
Yes. So kids, if you're finding that you have a really, really itchy head and you just don't know why, you need to go tell your mommy or your daddy, or if you're at school and you find this out, you need to go tell your teacher or to the nurse or somebody so they can look at your hair and see that you have lice or if they can find nits in your hair. Now, if you do, then you're going to need treatment to kill these lice and nits. But don't worry, the treatment won't hurt you. It just might take a really long time.
We're going to hand out these handouts that parents, you can take them home. Kids, I know you're in first grade and you can't really read very well yet. Some of you may be able to read pretty good though. But this has cartoons on it. And if you get headlights at home, then your parents can go over this with you and tell you exactly what to do in case that you get some headlights. Lice are not nice. This is a kit called a lice treatment kit, and normally it's called NITS, and you can buy it at Walmart or Walgreens. Any kind of bigger store has lice treatment kits. And this kit costs about $15. So parents, if you have problems with coming up with that $15, see your school nurse, because most schools have these in the nurse's office so that they can give you a box of them. They always get a box when you go home, especially if you have 2 or 3 kids at home. You might need 2 or 3 of these boxes. You've probably heard of some home remedies, such as vinegar or petroleum jelly or mayonnaise. They don't work very good, do they? They usually don't work very good. And some of them, like kerosene, can be darn right dangerous.
Yeah, well, when it comes to the nicks, they come with fully prepped directions here from start to finish. And, well, since no hablo español, let's go to the other side. And there we go. Just in case you do speak Spanish and you just want to teach yourself something, it's on the other side as well. And you will want, your parents first will want to take the rinse and put it in their hair. And this is probably going to have to stay in for several minutes so it can effectively kill all these little bugs. Now, the directions are contained in the box, and this shampoo will kill the adult lice and the nits, And then you'll get your hair washed to get rid of any of the dead lice and nits. And then within this is a tiny little fine-toothed comb right here. And this will be brushed through your hair so you can get rid of any eggs that might be left inside of your hair. Now, getting rid of head lice can be very time-consuming and very, very tedious, but it's not a health hazard. Lice don't carry any diseases, and they don't actually harm your head or scalp. They're just really, really itchy. Your parents will have to continue to check your hair for up to 2 weeks because the actual lice can survive 2 days off of your hair, and an egg can survive 7 to 10 days off of you as well. So you can get lice all over again.
Vacuuming the carpet can bring up and kill lice, and it will prevent the lice from crawling onto your furniture or the carpet to die, or lay eggs before they die. Parents should wash bedding, clothing, washable toys such as stuffed animals, anything that the child's hair or your hair might come into contact with. And you have to wash them in really hot water. And you can also take your stuffed animals, your parents can for Olaf, and you can bag them up really tight, because if there's nits on those stuffed animals, if you bag them up really tight and leave them in that bag for 2 to 3 weeks, those hatched lice, the hatched nits, will die. So we won't have to worry about them on Olaf or anybody else. You can also tumble dry articles of clothing and stuffed animals on really high heat for about 20 minutes, and that will kill them also. Nits also gives you a spray that you can spray on furniture, and that will kill lice on furniture and objects in your house.